So being from Lima, Ohio, I guess it's what people think is a really small town down in northwest Ohio. There's more than enough to do around here, and athletics is a big part of that. I grew up playing, soccer, football, basketball, baseball, everything, and pretty much anything competitive.
I would say Tyler was probably one of those overly competitive, focused kids.
He competed everything. He wasn't a rah-rah kid. He wasn't the one that's going to tell you what he was going to do. He just did it. You could see his frustration set in when it didn't happen. You just knew that his heart and soul was into winning. He was well invested. Unusual for a kid that age.
I mean, it started when he was younger, and since he was the oldest boy, it was me against him a lot of times. And I learned early on that he didn't like to lose. But once he got to high school, he was a pretty level-headed kid. But once he stepped on the field or stepped onto the court, it was pretty much all business.
It was that competitive spirit that Tyler brought with him into high school, where he immediately became a starter on the varsity football team and varsity basketball team at Lima Central Catholic.
When you get to high school, I was playing with guys 4 years older than me before I technically stepped foot into the high school. And it was tough for me to gain their respect, I guess, initially. But if you go out and work hard and do what you're told to do, and don't talk back and treat the older guys with respect, they'll treat you back with respect even though you're a freshman. And I was always taught by my parents to just do what you're told to do by the older guys. Don't talk back, don't quit, and do whatever you're asked. And you keep doing that, then you'll earn the respect, and they'll welcome you with open arms.
O'Connor over the outstretched arm. That was not an easy shot. Ty O'Connor with his 8th point.
Tyler worked to earn the respect of the upperclassmen and his teammates throughout his freshman year as he paved the way for a bright future, one that began the following basketball season as he led his team to a state championship.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed about Tyler is he steps up in big games. He steps up when it's on the line, and it goes back to 2010, the state championship basketball tournament. He's a sophomore, and throughout the game, we were a pretty good team, but we hadn't hit a three the entire game. And it was late in the 4th quarter, and Tyler hit a 3 from the corner. It was the first one of the game.
3-point try, got it, Tyler O'Connor. OC with the triple.
And it was just one of those things that helped the team win that championship. But throughout his high school career, the big games, he sort of stepped up. It was his moment, or the team's moment, and he stepped up to meet those expectations.
When I coached him his sophomore year, and we were in the state championship game. I remember distinctly going into a timeout. Late in the game, we had let a big lead cut down to like 1 point. It was very tense. And I remember kneeling in front of my team and looking into their eyes and recognizing the poise and confidence that Tyler had, even as a sophomore. He was not afraid of that moment. And he actually went out and made a couple huge free throws late in that game, and we won the state championship.
Second free throw. And got it. That thing hung up there, and it finally dropped. 58-55. Rebound, stick back, no good by Miller. Oh, get it! Jaybirds win it! Jaybirds win it! 60-57! And LCC's the Division III state championship. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable here. 60-57.
As Tyler continued to find success as a dual-sport athlete in Lima, his name started to draw national attention from colleges and universities across the nation. And even though he had a state title on the hardwood, his future was on the gridiron. As a highly touted prospect, Tyler made the decision to continue his career at Michigan State. But once he arrived in East Lansing, he was no longer the big man on campus. He was the low man on the totem pole.
I fully expected to come in and sit. It's hard to come into a pro offense and come and play right away. So initially, obviously I expected a red shirt. And that freshman year came along where we had a legit quarterback competition. I had a chance to play in a couple games and did okay, but not well enough. And I still had a lot to learn at that point. And I accepted my role. I was ready to go in if needed. And at that point, after Connor kind of took over, I had to kind of step back and realize that, after this season, he's doing well. Who knows how long it could be before I really get my chance.
He knew that, he was going to be challenged. He often stated he could have gone to other schools and was told he would start right away, but he'd rather go to a school where he had to work and he was going to have to compete. And whatever that meant is what it meant. We have two different sayings in our family we tell our kids all the time. And the first one is if you're not proud of it, don't do it. And the second one is that the O'Connors never quit. So you may sign up for a sport when you're little and you hate it, but you don't quit mid-season. You gave your word, and this is what you do. And I think Tyler, when he first signed up for Michigan State, there was never a chance he was going to transfer if he didn't play, because he went there to compete, and he was going to, and he told Coach D he would come there. So for him personally, I think it was probably tougher than he would ever admit to us, but he just figures he has to work harder and learn the game and be ready whenever he's ready.
After years of watching from the sidelines, Tyler's opportunity came on a cold November night in Columbus in one of MSU's biggest games of the year, with the Spartan season hanging in the balance.
Sparty, big underdogs, without their quarterback, their leader, to kick off here in the Horseshoe.
That night before the Ohio State game, Coach D called me into his hotel room, and we had a conversation about 11 o'clock that night, and he said, okay, so what we're going to do, Connor's not going to play tomorrow, and you're going to get the nod, you're going to start. He said, are you ready for this? I said, I've been waiting my whole life.
Fourth-year guy in the system, so he knows everything about this offense. But this is just a big, big ask against this defense that has been smothering people.
To have the back of the team, and everybody came up to me and said, hey, we know you got this. We have your back, you have ours, everything. It was, it was a perfect scenario. You couldn't draw it up any better for me.
Kings in motion. They fake it to him. O'Connor fires to the end zone. Catch made down near the pylon by Trevon Pendleton. Touchdown, Michigan State.
My confidence that game was as high as it's ever been. For whatever reason, maybe it shouldn't have been that high. I'm not sure, but I came out on that field knowing that we were going to win this game no matter what it took. We were going to figure out a way to do it, and I was going to be the one to help lead that.
Geiger from 41 for the win. Michigan State as gutsy as it gets.
I think that's what makes him a great team player. For 4 years, he kind of took everything in, and it was making the most out of his opportunity. And, last year in that game, it was one of those where there was a guy that was gutty and just went out there and made plays.
I think how many athletes could walk into a situation like that? The pressure that was on him, and yet I doubt if he felt that pressure. I don't think he was the least bit surprised that he won that football game, and I think that's why he was able to do that. I think he has an innate confidence in what he can do, and I think he can battle through some adversities, including have to sit for as long as he did behind a great quarterback and Cook, and still produce when he was called to do that. He was confident. He was where he wanted to be, and when his opportunity came, he took it. And I think that's what's going to happen this year. I would not be the least bit surprised if he is not only the starting quarterback, but that he is very, very good at it.
Now, in his senior season, Tyler was voted as a team captain by his teammates and also won the starting quarterback job that has eluded him for 4 years.
The mentality I take into my senior year is that I've got nothing to lose here. I've sat back and I've enjoyed my ride, and I've watched a lot of football, unfortunately, but it's my time to kind of make my name. I don't want to be known for one game down in the Horseshoe, but to be known for a great season. I play like I've got nothing to lose. I play with all the confidence in the world right now going into my senior season. We had a great group of guys, a great group of younger guys. When we get everybody molded together, we can do some great things. So, I've told Coach D many times, I want all the pressure in the world on my back. It's what I've come here to do. I didn't come here to watch and kind of, half be the guy. I want to be the guy. So you can throw everything on my shoulders. I'll take all the credit or all the blame when it comes to it. But I'm excited for this year's team. I'm excited for everything that we're going to do, and we expect fully to win the Big Ten again.
Good afternoon, guys. First of all, very excited about going down to South Bend to play in this game. It's a rivalry game for us. been involved in this football game probably since '97 as an assistant coach, and there's been some great games with Notre Dame, and I think it all goes back to the '66 game certainly, and even maybe before that. So this has been a traditional type rivalry, and we've embraced that as we have so many of our other rivalries. I think when you look at them right now, good football team, very well coached football team. Offensively, quarterback makes it happen. Offensive line does a nice job. Receivers catch the ball well. Tailbacks run it effectively. A lot of different things that you see defensively on that side of the ball. They return 3 starters, but at the same time, I think very good players, and they'll move them around and create different fronts, and pretty varying a lot of different things coverage-wise and things of that nature. So I'll take some questions and go from there.
Mark, last time that Michigan State played Notre Dame, your current group of seniors were just freshmen. So have you had them speak to the younger guys who've never played against the Irish, and just to discuss how big of a rivalry this is and how much this game means?
Yeah, we've talked about that a little bit, and we'll talk about that more this week in our upperclassmen, our seniors that were there. They'll give them a little bit of a feeling for what the place is about, and our coaches certainly, our coaching staff has pretty much stayed intact, so we understand that as well. But at the end of the day, when you get on the field, everything sort of, I think, dissipates and goes away, and you start playing football. And that's the way it's always been, and that's the way it'll be again, I'm sure. Good football team down there to play, great challenge for us. And we've got to live up and measure up to that challenge.
The rivalry between Michigan State and Notre Dame spans all the way back to 1897. And with all of that history, top 25 rankings, and a primetime marquee matchup on tap for the week, the Spartans know the Fighting Irish will pose as a formidable foe in South Bend.
Our mindset is, we got to go down there and play our best ball in order to get a win. And a lot of the guys in our team have never faced Notre Dame. So us older guys are, trying to preach to them that we got to go down there, we got to be tough, and you got to go 110% every play for the whole game against a team like this. So that's what we intend to do.
Yeah, I think my class is the only class that would have went down there in 2013 when we played down there in South Bend. So not very many guys have played down there. So we really got to just explain what it's like down there and just help the younger guys understand how loud it's going to be and how big of a game it is, and really get them to focus in and lock in and understand the severity of the rivalry. A lot of people, I think, lose sight of how big of this rivalry is between Notre Dame and Michigan State, and they've got the better of us, I think, the last 3 games. So we're really trying to go down there and make a statement and get a big win.
I just want to everybody just come down, give it their 100%. I mean, just leave it all out on the field, because this is a make or break type of game if we want to go places that we say we want to go. Like young guys, step up, be a man, be in the moment, and let's just have fun. This is what we came to Michigan State for. This is what we came here to do, so let's have fun and let's pull out a win.
Good evening, everybody, from Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend on the campus of the University of Notre Dame on this 50th anniversary year of the most famous football game probably ever played, the 10-10 tie. These two teams do battle again, Jason Strayhorn. It's good to see the Irish and the Spartans on the field again.
If you're a college football fan anywhere in this country, you always have an eye on Notre Dame, good, bad, or indifferent. You do know where Notre Dame's at, and this is a great place to play. It's got Touchdown Jesus, the Golden Dome, and all the gold helmets, so there's a lot of history here. These players know that, and they want to perform on this big stage tonight.
And the toss of the coin favors the Spartans. They win the toss. They will defer to the second half. Notre Dame will receive. 1st and 10, Notre Dame at their 9. The handoff to Josh Adams. Swarm back at about the 6. Malik McDowell and Demetrius Cooper. Kaiser has Adams to his left. Play fakes to Adams. Rolls left side, throws it to St. Brown. He's got it at midfield. On this near left sideline, racing down the sideline and finally thrown out of bounds. Starts him in motion to the right. Kaiser will keep it. Kaiser on his feet at the 10, on his feet at the 5. Angles for the left pylon. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Huge drive by Notre Dame right there. Sucked the energy out of Michigan State a little bit.
As they'll try to answer now the Notre Dame score with 3:02 to play in the first quarter. LJ to the right of Tyler O'Connor. Shotgun snap. Throw downfield. Falling down grab made by R.J. Shelton. Medeiros to the right. The tight end Jamal Lyle. Shotgun snap. to Tyler, throws downfield, catch made by Monty Medeiros at the 40, 35, cuts to his left at the 30, shotgun snap. Tyler has some time, throws over the middle, it's tapped and picked off. It is intercepted by Devin Studstill.
Bad decision there by Tyler O'Connor, trying to thread that needle.
Kaiser play fakes to him, steps away from trouble once but not twice. He'll be sacked. Hartbarger's punt is away. It'll stop short of Sanders, and he hit a Notre Dame player, scramble for it inside the 40-yard line, and the Spartans have it. They have it 1st and 10 at the Notre Dame 38-yard line. Tyler O'Connor with backs on either side takes a shotgun snap, unloads it deep left side, end zone. Donnie Corley with the catch, took it away from Cole Luke. Touchdown, MSU.
Wow,
what a throw and a better catch.
Huge catch.
Spartans are going for two. They fake a shift now. Matt Maxud rolls to his right, throws it in the end zone, and the catch is made for a 2-point conversion. Josiah Price, Michigan State 8, Notre Dame 7 on both sides of the ball. Snap to Kaiser. Rush from the edge. He'll roll and throw. It's caught by Sanders. A shake and bake at the ball. Hit down, ball's loose. Ball is loose at the 44-yard line of Notre Dame. And Monte Nicholson has recovered. Tyler O'Connor by himself in the shotgun. Shelton starts in motion. They'll toss it to him. R.J. Shelton's inside the 5. Heads for the right pylon. Into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Great block from Felton Davis. Michigan State 15. Notre Dame 7 at the half. And the Spartans will get it to start the second half. No huddle. Monty is set short side left. Handoff to LJ again. Up the gut, first down. Jamal Lyles tight to the right. Shotgun snap to Tyler O'Connor. Left side throw caught by RJ. Breaks out of a tackle at the 12. Dives inside the 10. He's inside the 5. Holmes to his left. Hands to Gerald Holmes. Plows toward the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Gerald Holmes. And Michigan State's up 21-7. Kaiser has Adams to his left. Hands to Adams. Hit in the backfield. John Reschke in to make the tackle. Kaiser's now by himself in the shotgun on second down. Steps up and throws. It is picked off. It's picked off by John Reschke. Reschke with a pick at about the Notre Dame 40. What a game for John Reschke. Tyler O'Connor under center. Hands to LJ up the middle. He'll walk in and then somersault near the back line of the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. The Spartans are rolling here at Notre Dame. They now lead 28-7. Hunter, St. Brown, and Sanders all to the right. Handoff to Adams, running off right guard. There's nothing there. Second down and 5 at their 27. Tyler O'Connor hands to Gerald Holmes. He's coming on up the middle, off right guard. He's got a step on the Irish. He's at midfield at the 40, the 30, the 20. Gerald Holmes inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Gerald Holmes just went 73 all the way to the house.
Yeah, Michigan State has to keep up the intensity and the focus. Even though they're ahead right now, it's the fourth quarter. You need to close the game out.
Kaiser by himself in the shotgun this time. Has enough time to fire over the middle. Caught by his tight end in the end zone. Durham Smythe with the score. It's a Notre Dame touchdown with 6:02 to play. And this has become a tighter ball game now. It's 36-27.
The obvious, Michigan State really needs to put together a solid drive, and if they do nothing, at least bleed the clock for some good period of time here, because we all know Notre Dame can score in bunches and score quick. So they need to bleed some clock here and let Notre Dame know that they're still the dominant force at the line of scrimmage.
Gerald Holmes to the left of Tyler O'Connor. He'll toss it to R.J. Shelton on a little end-around swing. Steps away. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 30. Dragged down at the 25. That could be the ball game, folks. Tyler O'Connor takes a knee, holds his arms up. He has just led the Spartans to a win at Notre Dame. As the Spartans answer the bell late, our final score at Notre Dame: Michigan State 36, Notre Dame 28.
Fighting with the rah, rah, rah season. We're gonna win this game. Fight, 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 team, fight. Victory
I knew our defense would stand still and keep playing, and we did. We took it to them, and that's what we're going to continue to do. We got some things to work on, and that's about it.
That's a job. Okay. Came down here and won in a tough environment. Okay. At Notre Dame. That's just the start. That's just the start. Got Wisconsin next week. Won the turnover, ran the football. Won the football, win the turnover margin, win the game. That's what happened. Way to hang on late. Call it out. 300 on one. 300!